Hey, Scott Lara, president of militaryfairs.com, your one-stop shop for travel. If you're a member of the military, if you're a veteran like I am, or a family member of a military person, go to militaryfairs.com. You're thinking about your summer vacation. I know I actually have thought about my summer vacation and already have planned it, going on a cruise. And so the thing is that you have lots of options when you're planning your vacation. If you're a single person, let's say, just like I was back in the day when I was in the Navy and I wasn't married, thinking about going to places. And if you're married, of course, you got to take into account what your spouse wants to do, right? If you're a guy, definitely ask your wife, hey, honey, what would you like to do? And of course, if you're older now, like I am, you got your kids and your grandkids, and what do they want to do? I see, the fact of the matter is, when you're single, when you're a young guy, you can do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. I remember my son, before he got married, he backpacked through Europe. He graduated from high school, and his grandpa gave him some money, and he backpacked through Europe for about, 2-3 months, went to all the places he went to. And the thing is, he went with a friend of his. And my brother Jamie, who is a Marine Corps veteran, told my son Timmy, listen, you're going with somebody, but you need to split up. Go do what you want to do, let him do what he wants to do, and then meet back up later on when you run out of money. And that's precisely what my son did. He went there because my brother Jamie said, the last thing you want to do is, that time you're in Europe backpacking, is to come home and say, I wish I would have done X, I wish I would have done Y. So when you go by yourself and you're doing your own thing, you can come home and say, I did it. Gary Vaynerchuk says the regret is the worst poison. And I've been into nursing homes and I've talked to seniors, and you hear the regret. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have went here. I shouldn't have worked so hard. I shouldn't have worried so much. And so you want to avoid regret at all costs. And so that's why, if you're a single person, do it. But then when you're married, you got to be on the same page. For example, both my son and my daughter-in-law love to backpack. They lived out in Phoenix, and almost every weekend they had their dogs and they had their backpacks, and they were hiking. And they saw the cactuses and they saw the plains and the vistas and this and that. But they had something in common, right? Many couples do not want to do the same thing. For example, a friend of mine is very active. He doesn't want to be sedentary. He doesn't want to just sit by the pool and go to the beach, and then sit by the pool, then go to the beach, and go to the bathroom, then sit by the pool, then go to the beach, then go to the beach, then go to the pool, and sit. He wants to jet ski and mountain bike and parasail and snowboard and be active. And that's actually kind of a good thing, especially as you get older. You want to keep moving. The minute you sit down, the minute you start slowing down, you're just sitting in your rocking chair, it's game over. It really is, because your body's meant to move. And unless you move, it's just not good. And so going back to the husband and wife, Tommy needs to ask Caitlin, hey, what do you want to do? I want to go to Cancun, and I want to sit by the beach and go to the pool and go get a massage and get my nails done and sit. And I just want to tune out. Well, Tommy's going to probably have to bite the bullet and say, okay. But maybe Tommy can say, hey, there's some guys over there playing tennis or racquetball. I'll be right there, Kaylin, where you can see me. I won't be out of your watchful gaze. And, well, what about that pretty girl over there? Well, don't worry about her. She's married, whatever. And volleyball, racquetball, whatever. So that's when you're married. But when you're older, like me, and, my wife's about my same age, what do we like to do? Well, for many years, we cruised. Over 150 days on Holland America, over 75 days on Carnival, NCL, Royal Caribbean. We just got off Icon of the Seas. And that is, I'm laughing because that is just something my wife and I like to do together, is going on cruises. Why? No cooking, no cleaning. They're making up your bed. They're taking out the trash. You're going to different ports. And it's a lot of fun. And on Holland America, I'm just thinking of those memories, right? And go to my YouTube channel, type in Scott Lara, Lara in YouTube. That's my personal YouTube channel. You will see all my videos. Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Martinique, St. Barth, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, San Juan, all over the Caribbean. We had a blast on Holland America Line. And Holland America Line, love you guys. I mean, 5-star service, 5-star food. But again, it's a 50 plus cruise line. I mean, you're not going to have a lot of kids. You're not going to have a rock climbing wall. You're not going to have bumper cars. You're not going to have a splash pad. It's for adults. And I actually have some friends who are on a 21-day Holland America cruise sailing from Florida over to Rotterdam. And they love Holland America Line. And they actually have more days than my wife and I do. But we love Holland America Line. But as I said, as you grow older, now you got to think of the kids and you got to think of the grandkids. Now, if you're a multimillionaire and you got a couple businesses and, grandpa, is pounding the table, we're going to have everybody there. And now, grandma wants everybody at that table, every night so they can look in the children's faces, pass out the inheritance checks or whatever. And so if grandpa's paying, then, everybody's got to, line up and, Tom and Caitlin who are in their 40s and, Timmy who may be 16 and Brittany who's 18 and, you got Susie and Billy and they got their 3 kids. And of course, grandma and grandpa want to see, especially grandma. Grandpa, he may, I know I want to see but it's the grandma usually who's, I want to talk. I want to find out and who and what and what's your job and where are you going and what are you doing? What color shirt are you wearing and how much air is in your tires and all kinds of stuff. So that's that. Now for all-inclusive resorts, I tell you, this is what happened with all-inclusive resorts with me. My wife and I loved going on cruises. Well, a very close friend of mine said, hey, Scott. And I said, hey, what? And they said, we joined this travel club thing, and we would love for you to come with us and experience it. And I said, I spit on all-inclusive resorts because you go into the resort, you go in the gate, they close the gate behind you, they put an anklet bracelet on you, and you're stuck at the resort. And my friend said, Scott, that's not how it is at all. You can still take an excursion. You can go on a catamaran and go over to Isle of Mujeres. You can go to the cenotes. There's lots of excursions you can do, but trust me. I said, okay, I trust you. I'll go. So the first resort I went to is Grand Palladium Riviera Maya. Now, if you know me, and most of you do know me, either from here or from my TV appearances or being a celebrity or whatever, I usually don't have a hard time talking. Well, when I got to Grand Palladium Riviera Maya for about a day and a half, almost 2 days, I was speechless. I walked around the flora, the fauna, the swimming pools, the food, the ocean, the beach, and I couldn't talk. And my friend came up to me, hey, Scott, and I'm like, I couldn't talk. And so about a day and a half after, I was able to connect this to this. And I said, Garden of Eden. That's how Grand Palladium Riviera Maya is. And I have friends there who are there right now. And it's kind of fun me watching their videos because this friend of mine, he's there, he's been there before, and I've been there with him and we've had a blast. But he's there with his fiance and she's experiencing it for the first time. And it's kind of like watching a kid on Christmas morning, right? Your grandkids. And she's just having a blast. And so the point I'm trying to say is, if you don't want to do a cruise for whatever reason, I feel cramped, I'm not sure, I'm alone, I'm afraid, well then all-inclusive resorts are a great vacation experience. And I recommend Sandals. I love Sandals. They have a lot of great resorts. And I really love Palladium Hotel Group. Cancun, Riviera Maya, Grand Palladium Costa Mujeres. Adults only, TRS Yucatan, TRS Coral. Grand Palladium in Punta Cana. You have Grand Palladium Bavaro, and you have TRS Turquesa. And then you also have TRS Cap Cana in Punta Cana. And then in Jamaica, you don't have TRS, which is the adults only, but you do have Grand Palladium Lady Hamilton and Grand Palladium Jamaica, both great resorts right next to each other. So you have lots of different vacation options. If you have any questions, Scott@militaryfairs.com. You're going to love it. Whatever you want to do. You want to jump on a plane and go. This friend of mine, Dan, he just hit like 10 countries, and he's a single guy. He's not got a wife, doesn't have a diaper bag, doesn't have a stroller, doesn't have 4 kids. He's a single guy, so he's able to travel. The point is, whatever you want to do, whatever kind of vacation you want, whatever bucket list, Bora Bora, Uganda, wherever you want to go, Scott@militaryfairs.com. I can help you out. Have a great day. Scott Lara, president of militaryfairs.com. And hey, check out, just type in Scott Lara, Lara. Go to my YouTube channel. You'll see all my videos, over 1 million views. cruising, all-inclusive resorts, MSCC Shore, Virgin Voyages, you name it. Have a great day. Scott Lara, President of MilitaryAffairs.com.